today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Davis Mills and the Houston Texans taking on Zach Wilson and the New York Jets.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. The goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early, so a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
We get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Throwing, Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mills to the air again. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Back onto the field come the new second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Desmond King back deep. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Mills now. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down, Mills. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 6. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. A give left side to Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 8 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one. From the gun, here's Mills. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League. And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Second down and 5.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
On second down, here's Pierce. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. From the shotgun. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Mills. He gets it to Cooks. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. From the 45 on second down. Mills eluding the press. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Going for it with Pierce. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Okay, ready?
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. So the complete. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the Texans' 29-yard line.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, this from 46. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is John as our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time. We'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. With a run by Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back. First possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And some room to work. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This 17-point deficit. This defense might want to wake up on this drive and stop them before that first down marker.
Unfortunately, it's easy to grade the defense right now. Not good. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They've got to come up with something to slow them down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
By his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now he's flushed out right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now it's Wilson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Mills on 1st down. It's caught left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Mills. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 10 yards out. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The Jets sweep. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Wilson now off the bootleg. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. On the return, it's King. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Houston set to take over. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Mills. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it'll bring up third down. Mills again. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That third down conversion good for 23. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce gets this one running right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mills. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since he's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Complete to Corey Davis. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Robinson up the middle, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with Carter. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Handoff now to Robinson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.